Hello everyone, myself Gunjan Sharma. I am the student of AIMS Rajkot first year. Today we will discuss about the questions which are basically asked in the ICSE board exams on the CVS. Now let's start. First question is, what do you mean by diapedasis? Diapedesis is the process by which when there is an infection in our tissue or in the cell or in the interstitial space. Interstitial space is the space between two cells or the group of cells or space within the tissue. When there is infection in any of these, then the WBCs which are present in our blood capillaries or blood vessels, they start moving out of the blood vessels or blood capillaries and reach at the site of infection where they perform their function. I will show you the image of diapedesis. In this image you can see that there is a blood capillary. Let me mark. This is the wall of the blood capillary. This WBC is come out from the blood by the process of diapedesis. This is the process by which the cell or WBC, specifically we talk about the WBC in the process of diapedesis. They move out of the blood vessels and reach at the site of infection where they perform their function of phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is the process in which WBCs engulf the foreign substance or bacteria, any virus, any pathogen and digest it. It is the method of self-defense. Okay. Now let's go to the another question. Role of different ions in the body. In our blood, many types of ions are present: sodium, potassium, calcium, iron, magnesium, copper. Huge amount of ions. In fact, selenium, the rare amount of ions are also present in our body in very little amount. But the major function of the sum of these ions we discussed here. The function of iron. Iron is basically involved in the hemoglobin formation. At your level you don't need to know about the structure of hemoglobin, but I little bit tell about the structure of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is made up of 4 rings of porphyrin. These porphyrin rings are attached with the help of iron atom at the center. The iron atom attached with the 4 porphyrin rings. Second is calcium for blood clotting. This is you have to remember because calcium is involved in the cascade process. Cascade process, this is the mechanism by which clot formation occurs. There are total 12 clotting factors which activated in the presence of calcium ion in our body. Sodium and potassium for impulse transmission. When there is in the transmission of any impulse along the neuron, then the sodium and potassium ions move inside the cell or outside the cell. This helps in the impulse transmission. Next question is, why mature RBCs don't have nucleus and mitochondria? As I told you that mature RBC is anucleated or enucleated cell. But why? Because the main function of RBC is the transport of oxygen. So, for transport of oxygen we need the hemoglobin. So, for providing the hemoglobin more space, more volume, the cells don't have any nucleus. Okay. Now, why they don't have any mitochondria? The first reason is to provide the more space for the oxygen transport. The second reason is for anaerobic respiration. As you all know that mitochondria is involved in the process of aerobic respiration. If mitochondria is present, then the cell itself utilizes the oxygen which has to be transported to the body. So the number of oxygen molecules transported to the body decreases. So to compensate these losses, mature RBCs don't have any nucleus and mitochondria. Next question is, what do you mean by serum? Serum is basically plasma without clotting factors. As you all know that blood is made up of plasma and blood cells or blood corpuscles. So just minus out or subtract the blood corpuscles. Now left part is the plasma. When the clotting factors which are involved in the blood clot formation is removed from the plasma, the fluid which is present is known as serum. Serum is basically used because when we use the plasma, we have to add the anti-clotting factors because plasma can clot. So serum is basically used for the test anything. Mostly serum is used. You can also check in the blood reports or any test which is involved blood टेस्ट कराते हैं तो कोई भी ऐसा टेस्ट जिसमें हमें ब्लड लेना पड़ता है तो उसमें आपको बेसिकली यही दिखेगा कि सीरम दे रखा होगा, सीरम टेस्ट. दिस इज़ द इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ सीरम. And the other major questions which can be asked are the difference between granulocytes and agranulocytes, the major function of RBCs, WBCs and platelets. This is the major question can be asked. On the heart, on the basis of heart, can be asked about the blood circulation pathway, systemic and pulmonary circulation. Firstly you have to remember the diagram or structure of the heart, and I tell you the structure you saw in the book is not the real structure. The heart is not like this that you see in the book. Nothing like this. We see the real heart. It is not like this. So please be careful about the diagrams that you study in the book. These all are the 2D pictures. You have to study 3D. Okay, thank you everyone. Please like, subscribe and comment. And if I made any mistake, please forgive me. And I have exams, so I can't prepare these videos. That's why I'm late. Sorry for this also. Thank you.